From chaos to predictability, I will show you how Nx is helping us to control the mess it's coming in the mono repo. Something about myself, I'm working with Angular from the version 8. I did try it first time at the version when it was called AngularJS, so let's say the version 1. I did not like it. Then I was doing a lot of Java development until they tell me, Adrian, you are now a front-end developer. I say, why? Because we don't have any. I'm saying, okay, but you know, I'm not really a fan of front-end. This is not really programming. And they say, no, Adrian, we will show you RxJS and Angular. You will love it. This shit is crazy. I know that you like crazy stuff. And RxJS almost killed me. I was learning this stuff for so long, and when I finally master it, the signals come. So yes. But in my project, in this time, I got Angular 9, so they come, but not to my ex-company. What I love the most from the front end is, of course, the Nx component-driven development in Storybook. This actually makes sense if you are doing design systems or you want to make very modular components in Angular. Accessibility and performance. This is like the professional me. I have also my private site that some of you may know. Before joining to IT, I was playing a lot of video games, mostly World of Warcraft. So this is like me in the final form, 104 kilograms. I was playing until the Shadowlands. Then I have met my wife and the times changed. I'm still playing from time to time, but mostly on Nintendo Switch, Pokemon, and this kind of stuff. So let's say that I'm a little bit retired from gaming, and I'm putting all my effort at IT, speaking, and this kind of stuff. All right, so this, and my wife is somewhere in Wrocław. Coming back to the presentation, so Nx doesn't just expose the problems, because it will expose your problems, but it also gives you a tools to actually solve the problems, because Nx itself, it's not solving a problems for you. You have to put some manual labor. And the first problem I had when I need to jump into the front end was that every project was looking different. I needed a ton of time to understand what the hell is going on here and what they are doing. And before the TypeScript with JavaScript, that was even crazier. So no types for me, this is like the wild, wild west. I could never work in this kind of code base. What Nx does, every project is looking similar. We have apps. In apps, we have applications, obviously, and we have libraries. And the best thing about the libraries is that they are looking similar because of the Nx generators. So when I see the libs, I know what is inside. I don't have to expand the lib to know that we will have this kind of structure. So this is very neat, and it really reduces the time you need to jump into the new project. Another problem we have is that everyone is formatting the code differently. And this was triggering me so much that saying, okay, please use the single quotes, but I like the double quotes, and then you have them mix on the project. But this is only a small part of programming. We have people that are breaking line every 500 characters, or they never do. And also people that breaks every 40 characters. So then the code is looking very strange. And the Nx is coming with pre-configured prettier. So for this is like the default config. So you have the single quote config at the beginning, so you can fix it with one comment. If you want to extend the config, this is very simple, like put in a little of fields, and it's fixed. Cool. What else Nx is solving for us? Imagine yourself in a situation when you spend a couple of hours thinking and setting standards for your project or for your company or for your team. You are burning the client money. Then you leave the room, everybody is happy, okay, from today, we will be applying those standards. But at the end, no one is even remembering about this meeting 1 week later. It's very hard to actually track them. So Nx can expose the problems with pre-configured linter that is coming with tons of like the most important rules. Of course, you can configure it to even have better rules or some plugins or community rules, and it will expose your problems. You still have to fix them. They are some small problems that you can fix by putting -- fix, but mostly there is some labor needed. But in the times of the AI, those kind of problems are easy to solve. You just make a prompt with the cursor and the agent will do this for you. But there is a little problem that even if you apply those standards, you have a linter, you still have one guy like this guy that will put TS ignore for your rules, and yeah, you can't do nothing about it. You just need to check it at code review, but this is much simpler and you can deliver something for the business. So we have fixed 5% of the code base or 10% of the code base, we have those remaining. You can disable the rules, you can do anything you want with that. Later on, we have something that I'm calling, some people are calling shotgun surgery. So there is one thing, a new feature to implement. You have to change icon in the button at the bottom of the model. But then this model is using some builder, is importing and tons of stuff, and you fix just a small piece, and then everything is breaking in 6 or 8 places because all of them are using same interface, they are sharing functions, and you have spaghetti code. So instead of taking scalpel and just changing one thing, you are shooting with shotgun and just your application is exploding. So NX can actually expose that problem with NX graph. So as you can see, the spaghetti is not only a joke. You can see the spaghetti here. So this is a mess. You can see it and you tell to your friend, look at this bad code you have created yesterday. The problem is exposed. Now, coming back to the tools, we have to think about the application like an onion or an ogre. So onions have layers and applications have also a layer. You can set more layers if you want. Those are the most classic. So coming from the left, this is the weakest layer. It can be imported by UI and data access. The layers on the same layer, sorry for, for that, can't import each other. Feature can import everything, etc. To visualize it even more, we can visualize the boundaries. So util can import util, data access util, and until the end. This will stop the shotgun surgery if it's done correctly. But okay, this is like something we made on the meeting. We still need to control it. So if you have a hurdur tech lead that say, okay, I will look at every code review and we will do that. You can do it, of course, but this will take time. One junior come to your company and just import, UI to HTTP because he needed one interface and the application exploded. But I just needed one interface, don't blame me. So for that, you need some optimization in the control. And how to do it? Firstly, we need to give data for a linter. We have to set correct paths. We need to set the tag in the project JSON. So this tag would be type UI and every additional tag. And also we need to set the boundaries here. So same like we got on the midget, the app can import data access, UI, util, and feature, etc. And with those rules, set it up, we got something to fix. We got tons of errors, and those are not your best friend errors. They are not so easy fixable with AI. You have to think to actually solve them. So you take your friends and you kill a predator. Without the spoilers, some of them survived, so I hope some of you will survive if you have to do this kind of stuff on legacy, like 10 years of application. And when you solve it, how does it look? Perfect. You are coming with your guys, you have everything layered down. Control. No more spaghetti. As you can see, this is detangled. We have same libraries, but no more cyclic dependencies. Cool. But then some worse error can come. We are at Friday, and QA have found a bug in payments. The people are paying 4 euros instead of 20, so we have to fix the bug. We are gathering developers, QAs, UI UX, even the manager is helping us to find that bug because we are losing money, and someone will lose a job. Later on, 24 hours later, we found the bug. You have to take the function from the word from the bat library. Okay, now it's so simple, but actually finding that stuff when the code base is huge, it's pretty hard. How to control it? We have it layered down, but still the bug appears. First, before jumping to debugging, put an NX graph, analyze it, see the problem. If you play a lot with NX, we can clearly see that this is wrong. We are importing to the movies something from food. And there is where the error comes. but it is layered. It's actually looking nice. How can we solve it? We need a Gandalf. We have to put a Gandalf here, and the Gandalf will help us to set boundaries. We have to pass you shall not pass the domain boundaries. And this is very easy to set up. Actually, we have to add just another tag and another constraint. So the movies can import movies, food can import food. You can also make subdomains, but this is not domain-driven design. So if you put domains and you put some tags, you are not doing now domain-driven design. Some people claim that it does, but that is not true. When we solve it, this is good practice. This is actually not necessary, but it's good practice to put the prefix movies or prefix food in the imports. So then when you go to the component, you at the moment you see that this is wrong. We are in the food importing movies. It's helping. All right. So this is how does it look. We put our Gandalf on boundaries, and whenever you want to import something from here, then Gandalf will say to you, you shall not pass, you got an error, you can't depush, and we are good. Then we have some advanced topics, and those topics will be taken on by Michael and Jarek. So what happens? We make a small change. I change the variable name from, I don't know, name to first name, and we have to wait 30 minutes for application to build. This is really, really decreasing the developer experience and is frustrating as hell, and Nx have a solution for us. The incremental builds will run only the tasks that are affected. So if you change a small piece in library, it will rebuild only that piece. But for that, you need buildable libraries, well-maintained code base. So this is only the beginning. Then we have another problem. I'm coming back to the Monday at the work. Not very, let's say, optimistic. This is a Monday, 8 o'clock, and I have to wait 40 minutes for the first build because tech lead have merged hundreds of tasks at Saturday. So I have to wait. So this is frustrating as hell. My coffee is cold or either finished before this is compiled. And Nx is helping us here with something called distribute cache, so we can get an output of the build from the cloud that were done when we merged the pull request. So that is actually it from our, let's say, warm-up talk. And for me, the Nx is like salt. I will be not repeating the whole sentence from you, but when you try the food with salt, probably you don't want to come back to food without the salt. That's all. We have now 15 minutes of break.